In today's video, we will see how to make curd at home, which milk to use, best curd culture for fermentation, best utensil to set curd in, and tips for making it at colder temperatures. Curd made from cow's milk had high value in the ancient world. Scriptures like the Tipitak, Vedas, and Ayurvedic texts have innumerous references to curd. Cow milk in all its forms is spoken about in various suttas like Chaval Sutta. So we will be using full cream cow milk for today's recipe. For making curd today, we will be taking 500 ml cow's milk and 1 tablespoon homemade curd from the previous day. The curd starter is required for the fermentation process. Make sure it is not sour or old and use it at room temperature. Every day I set aside 1 or 2 tablespoons for setting curd in the refrigerator. If you don't have this at home, you can buy fresh curd from a dairy or goshala. The first step is boiling the milk. Transfer the milk to a heavy bottomed saucepan and put it to boil on high heat. After the first boil, when you see froth like this, reduce the flame to sim. Keep the milk on sim for 8 to 10 minutes if it is thick milk. The milk I am using is a little thin, so I am leaving it on low heat for about 30 minutes. Keep stirring in between so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. Then switch off the gas. Second step is cooling the milk to the right temperature. Have transferred the hot milk to a clean dry clay pot. Leave it aside to cool for 10 minutes or so depending on the climate. When the milk becomes lukewarm and you are able to dip a finger into it without feeling the discomfort of heat, you can add the starter. Add 1 tablespoon curd to the milk. Now take a whisk and churn this till you can see froth on the top. Now cover this and leave it aside for 6 to 7 hours. Using an unglazed clay pot helps in getting thick, tasty curd because of its semi-porous nature. Earthen pots were used traditionally to aid this fermentation process. After 6 hours, here we can see thick curd has formed. Refrigerate this for 4 to 5 hours before using it. Let me just show you how thick the curd is. If you want to make butter at home, please follow this step. We'll be adding a video for making fresh butter soon. So do consider subscribing to this channel by clicking on the red button in the corner. Scrape out the top layer of milk cream like this, along with a little bit of the curd below it. Add it to an airtight steel container. And keep this in the fridge. After collecting this for about a week or so, you will have enough to make butter. In summers, the bacteria multiplies faster and hence the curd sets faster. This may be a challenge in winter or colder months. So in winters, use more starter. Ensure that the milk is hotter than lukewarm so that it doesn't cool quickly. Keep the curd in a warmer place like an oven, casserole, or wrap the container in a towel. Also, a quick tip about cleaning the clay pot. Use a scrubber and hot water for the first rinse, then scrub with salt and wash off with plain water. Do not use any detergent. Dry well before using it again.